Unborn Ray. Oh, I have that exact same shirt.
Well, let me stand up so you can see the whole thing. There we go.
Yeah. It's the Laurie Strode Pumpkins one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both have it. But hey, you, come on, sit down. You've been sitting at the grown-ups table. I'm your host, Jesse Pimpinella, and as always, my partner in crime,
John Jacobs.
Thank you so much, and happy spooky seasons to you. Right now, we're admiring John's awesome Michael Myers shirt.
My brother bought this for me over the weekend. We went to Spencer's at the mall after we went to Scene 75, and we all got horror T-shirts. It was awesome.
Nice. Yeah, no, I gotta get my a horror shirt for myself this year. My wife got me a hoodie, which said Groovy and it had Ash Williams on it.
Nice.
So yeah, I gotta go with that. I'm a big fan of Evil Dead and Halloween, which next week we will be talking about. We are. We just can't. So we have bad news for the audience. Jesse and I can't watch it together. Our plans aren't working out, but we're still going to have the show on Wednesday. But yeah, now I can't annoy Sarah going, every time something really stupid happens, Sarah plan on that whole movie being dumb. Sarah has something to say. Yes, Sarah?
Halloween Ends premiered last night, and at the end of the movie, on the screen, it says, "Thank you, Jamie." And Jamie Lee Curtis posted a picture of it. Laurie's going to fucking die at the end of Halloween Ends.
I mean, at this point, like, one, how does somebody not think that's going to happen? I mean, she's old. The franchise is old. The name of the film is Halloween Ends. But then she's, like, died in 2 other Halloween movies. So, I don't know.
I don't want to watch her die again.
Does it really matter? Like, I feel like she's done her thing. So,
I have an unhealthy obsession with Laurie, okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Fair point. I get that. If that's your character, that's your character. I understand.
Now, without further ado, let's bring out a good friend of the show. We're very excited to have her on. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. It might have been Mortal Kombat. No, actually, it was last year. We were doing horror anthologies. That's when we last had her on.
Has it been I don't think it's been an entire year.
I think it might have been a year.
Has it?
Well,
she probably has a better memory than both of us.
She'll correct us. Please give it up for Astrea Traction, everybody. Yeah!
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good so far. Just tackling the real horror icon, which is kidney stones. Super fun.
Oh, no! Oh, that's horrible.
So I am just scrubbing it. I am just getting real comfy in front of my TV here. I got a little ambiance back here. Got little skulls, got a little disco ball, little witchy stuff.
What are you watching, though? What are you watching?
I just put up some stupid. Oh no, it's an ad, isn't it? It was supposed to be horror stuff. Don't pay attention. Don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been literally a whole entire year. I feel like is the last thing we did was horror anthology.
Oh my god!
But then like a couple months before that, in the summer, it was Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Well, it's been too long since you've been on the show. We won't let that happen again. And we're really excited you're here. And I'm very sorry to hear about your kidney stones. I know multiple people have gone through this, and it is terrible.
I love it. It reminds me I'm alive. You know what I mean?
It reminds me I'm alive. The worst pain of my life. Blood in my urine, but hey, I'm still alive.
Oh, man. But tonight, we're going to be talking about horror movie icons going toe-to-toe with each other. Now, we've had great horror icons fight each other. Freddy vs. Jason, Alien Predator, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Tonight, we get...
Whoa! Didn't even think about that one. Holy shit.
It was a fight.
Was it, though?
We saw the trial. And Tubi already released their own Lifetime movie about it.
No, you shut up. You're lying.
Yeah, you guys didn't see that?
No, I'm about to watch it, though.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, who watches Tubi, but...
Hey, my movies are on Tubi. Don't knock Tubi, okay?
Okay, well, I do the thing where I just go to my Flixer and just pirate everything anyway, so... if it comes out on Tubi, I don't know. It's news to me. I just know it's out there and I watch it.
Yeah. I love it. Astrea is just so bad. It's like, I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you my crimes.
I love it. I'll tell you my crime.
Never pay for anything, I always say.
Crime doesn't pay, and that's all.
Crime doesn't pay.
guys. So we had an enormous amount of response to horror movie icons that we want to see battle it out, duke it out. So without further ado, I want to keep it as random as possible.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, and by the way, if you want us to talk about a certain fight, anything you're thinking about, comment below. Let us know. Right now, we're going to get an opener out here. We're going to get started. So, Astrea, between 1 through 6, choose a number.
Hold on, pause. Are you watching New Nightmare?
I'm watching a generic clip together thing about the best horror movie scenes or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, gotcha. Because I'm like, oh my god.
This is shut up.
I think it's just awesome. Astrea, I just love that you were just gesturing it like a weather person. Like, yeah, in the upper 50s over here. Murder.
This over here. You have to have that clicker in your hand, like from the 80s, though, when you want to transition.
Oh my god. Do you see?
All right.
Okay, so to answer your question, see, I had a witch hat. I had a big ass witch hat that I was gonna wear, and I'm like, fuck it. It cannot bend right. So, okay. So number between 1 and 6.
Yes.
6.
6. Ooh, yeah. Okay. This is an interesting one. Someone suggested to us: Leatherface versus the Leprechaun.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. First of all, can I just tell you, because like I don't ever talk about the Leprechaun, that shit fucked me up when I was little. Like,
did it?
Not much scares me, but the little pitter patter of the fucking Leprechaun, and he's like walking into the door, and you can just see his like silhouette, like in the shoes for some reason. I'm terrified of it.
And how he like walks
no
up
idea
why.
Like he's like, God, next time I see you, I'm gonna get some clogs out. So next time I see you, I'm just gonna like pitter patter near you. Like,
I don't like literally like the dumbest shit would scare me when I was little. Like, do you remember that one movie where it's like the little clay guy? Like somebody baked this clay guy and then he started killing everybody. Like that terrified me. But like seeing people get ripped open, having surgery on them was fine. But some little little stop motion clay man stabbing somebody with a tiny knife, like it's terrifying to me.
Oh god, I need to find this. I thought you were talking about Gingerbread Man at first, but then I realized
it was honestly, I cannot remember. It was definitely like an 80s or 90s movie. It was on like TV in like the 90s, the late 90s, and it was like a tribal-y clay man. It was like he was like
I totally know what you're talking about. It's terror. Yes,
I don't fucking remember the name. I was pissing myself.
Trilogy of Terror. Yes.
Okay,
I knew we were gonna get there.
Yeah.
Okay, but so wait, let's get back. So it was the Leprechaun and who else? Leatherface.
Yeah. So lead us off, Astrea. So first of all, why is this a good matchup?
Or why isn't it? You're it's all your opinions.
Well, I feel like it's not because, like, well, the Leprechaun's gonna win. Sorry, he's a wily little pitter-patter little guy, and Leatherface is like an inbred idiot, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And the Leprechaun's been fucking getting a pot of gold or whatever the fuck he does for a long time. Okay, Leatherface is only a man, and not a leprechaun.
That's
so
true.
It's the magic. The magic is the differentiator for you.
And isn't he like Irish or whatever? That's scary, right? I feel like
I don't even know how to Astrea. I don't know how to deal with that statement. You're like,
we should all be very scared of the Irish. I feel like an Irish man is way more badass than like a fucking hick.
So the Leprechaun. Okay, so keep me honest here. Leprechaun's name, his actual name is Lubden Butwaski. Is that correct?
I will look that up, but that sounds like it could be it.
Because I don't just want to
kind of like
you should say that in an accent though, and then it'll make sense.
Lubden Butwaski.
Yeah. Thank you.
I tried my best to sound like Warwick Davis and failed miserably. So.
We're just doing a shitload of green face tonight. I love it.
Okay, so we got. Let's get serious here. So Astrea, you're saying that Leprechaun wins because of the magic, right?
I feel like it's the magic, and also he's just like, I feel like he's smarter. I just feel like he's been around longer. He has magic. I mean, like, the hands fucking down. Like, he can definitely do a lot more than fucking Leatherface. I feel like. Well, are we? Okay, go on.
I want to toss something out to you, Astrea. Something that Leprechaun doesn't have that Leatherface has. And I'm going to quote the very, very great, famous actor Vin Diesel. Family. All right?
I was just about to be like, family.
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 Family. You got to do the grr at the end of everything Vin Diesel says.
Family.
It's all about family.
Wait, let me do it like Vin Diesel does it. Anytime he acts, he always does it over his shoulder, just barely looking at you. Family. Like that. Like, that's what I think. Like, yes. So, what about the family? Don't you think that would give him a little edge over Leprechaun?
No.
Because nobody in his family helps Leatherface. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They cheer him on.
Leatherface does his own shit. Like, people bring, like, his family brings people to him, but once the people are brought to him, he owns the show at that point.
And I also, to stress this once more, you got a family of stupid inbred hicks, and you got a thousand-year-old, like 10,000 year. I don't know how old the Leprechaun is supposed to be, but he's been around a while.
Now,
10,000.
So let's talk about weapons, okay? Because Leatherface has a cavalcade of weapons. This man has scythes, sickles, hammers, chainsaws, spikes, bear traps. I don't know, his hands. I mean, anything.
I still feel
I'm sure Leatherface's dick is a weapon too. Like, I mean, it's the man is weaponized head to toe. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, what was your comment regarding?
Well, you listed all those weapons, and for some reason, I am just thinking about the Leprechaun, like, doing the little Irish dance. Didn't he like crush somebody with those like stupid little shoes?
Yeah, like he walked on them. So, but here's the thing. So can the Leprechaun even get in close proximity to Leatherface? Because Leatherface has reach with all of his weapons.
I can't remember in any of the Leprechaun movies, did the Leprechaun sleep? Do he sleep?
I'm gonna say he does sleep.
Yeah, but that's just like when he's like dormant and not doing his like Leprechaun.
Exactly.
Shit. Yeah, so you just gotta wait for stupid Leatherface to go to sleep. After he's gonna wait until he's like, had his way with all the skin. He sends a family. Okay, here he goes. He tricks Jennifer Aniston and fam into going into Texas Chainsaw Massacre family home. Okay, tricks them in, and then while they're killing, they're just tearing Jennifer Aniston limb from limb. Oh. That's when he goes in. Or I'm sorry, he has his way. He gets sleepy. Everybody's sleepy. It's sleepy time now. Jennifer Aniston is a new lamp, like several lamps now. And then they all go to sleep, and then the Leprechaun just comes in and just hated it.
I like where this is going. I really, truly do. So, if Leatherface was asleep, Leprechaun comes in, he can put one of his coins in Leatherface's pocket to curse him, and that's where he gets the leg up. Because once Leatherface is cursed, he ain't
tiny leg up.
Tiny leg up with my little leprechaun legs.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, like, and plus, I want to see him fight Leatherface, but with the skateboard. I want him to get on that skateboard when he was chasing Aniston in that beginning of that movie. What? You don't want the skateboard?
What was the Leprechaun movie where it was like, oh my God, wasn't there one? It was like with like Snoop Dogg or something? I know I'm mixing Tales in the Hood with Leprechaun right now, but wasn't there one of those?
Whatever it was called. Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood, year 2000.
Yeah, Leprechaun. Listen, he's so cultured. He's all over the place. He's seen it all. Leatherface has just been in that little fucking house with his little stupid family. I'm sorry, but the Leprechaun takes it. This is easy.
I do agree with you because Leprechaun actually was also in space. And that movie had Debbie Dunning in it, the girl from Tool Time. So that tells you how great of a film that was. Yeah, I know. That's an older guy joke. I get it. Blah, blah, blah.
Here's an interesting comment from my wife. Hold on a second. Leatherface killed a bus full of teenagers in his 60s and didn't break a sweat.
That was the best scene in the whole movie. That movie sucked, but that scene was cool.
It is the best one. Well,
remember when that guy was live streaming and everybody was like, "This is fake. Fuck you. Go away." And like,
I love that.
I mean, you still don't got magic. Sorry.
I mean, we keep coming back to the magic, and I don't disagree with you. All he has to do is point his finger and do that electricity shit that he does, or take a coin, give it to somebody so that he can curse them, and then he's got all the power in the world. It doesn't matter whatever weapon you have. Leatherface comes at him with a chainsaw, boom, turns it into a dildo. Now he's got no weapon. So,
all right. So,
or maybe he's got a weapon, depending on how you look at it. Maybe Leatherface's dick melted off, and he needs the dildo. I don't know. We're just going to dick jokes now.
Let's put a final note to this before we move on to the next topic.
Sounds good.
All in favor of Leprechaun winning the fight, raise your hand.
Leprechaun wins.
I would agree. Yes. Leprechaun wins. All right. Very good. Let's jump over to the let's go to
take one from the comments.
So the first comment of the night is Mikey
go.
versus Pinhead. So,
okay,
this is an interesting one.
Let me take this one.
What were you going to say? Okay,
Jesse, you're kind of like timing out. Your audio isn't matching your mouth. Just giving you an FYI, you might get a drop here soon.
Okay.
Okay. So Michael Myers versus Pinhead. Michael, thank you for recommending this. This is actually a pretty good team up, but I think that. It's hard because, okay, Pinhead's going to come. They're going to throw the chains onto Michael. He's going to be held up like this, and he's going to be getting pulled in all directions. But Michael isn't affected by pain. And Michael can do things that ordinary men cannot. So I foresee Michael just ripping each chain off of him, taking the little flesh wound of where the chain was, and then taking those chains and wrapping them around Pinhead and strangulating that motherfucker as slowly as he can to watch the pale Centibite life just leave the eyes of Pinhead. And then Michael Myers takes the ascension to the throne of the Centibites.
Can I add that when he's strangling him, because like this is what would happen, like fully, like that's it. Like, when he's strangling him, like the pins start popping out and then they just come out, and then so while he's strangling him, you just hear the pins dropping on the floor.
Now, would they just fall out, or would they shoot out with velocity, maybe striking an innocent bystander?
But where are they?
They could be anywhere. They could be in the house in the first one. They could be in the construction site in the third one. They could be in that mansion in the new stupid movie that came out. It doesn't matter. But there could always be somebody standing there. Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't
sad and just dribbling onto the floor. Not much velocity, just like.
So they just kind of fall out.
Yeah.
Now, those could be used as weapons, though. We could take one of those pins and we could stick it in somebody proactively and kind of turn them into a Centibite, which is what they kind of do. Leatherface did that a couple of times where he would pull shit off other Centibites and then give it to somebody to kill them or kind of start making them into one. So we could do that with the little collection of sprint pins that fall out of his head. No problem.
I mean, his name's Pinhead, not Leatherface, but go on.
Oh, did I? Oh, my bad. My bad. Look, it's been a long day. You gonna really do this to me tonight?
I'm sorry.
No, but I think that's a fair assessment. Now, here's a quick question to see if this changes the conversation. Which Michael Myers are we talking here?
Oh, yeah, Michael, you need to specify. But which one do we want this? Which Michael Myers do we want this to be?
I want to see. I want Curse of Thorn Michael to go up against Pinhead.
I would want Rob Zombie's Michael Myers to go up against Pinhead.
Yep.
Same.
He's a little more brutal and a little less methodical, if you will. So I think that brute strength would really come into play against Pinhead.
Yeah, it would clash against Pinhead's Smart ass.
You are here because you want to suffer pain.
Yes. His like general just archness.
Yeah. Jesse, which one's yours?
Mine. I was saying, I was going with the Michael Myers 6, Halloween 6, The Curse of Thorn.
Oh, okay. And Michael also updated his comment and said he chose the Rob Zombie Michael Myers as well. See, Michael and I we're linked, man.
Well, I mean, I think Rob Zombies is in a close second, because then, like, in the second movie, remember when Michael Myers just randomly lifts up the car?
We're not talking about part 2, the studio sequel. We're just talking about the first one. I know. Funny story about the reason why I have a weird love for that movie is it was a running gag that me and my friends would regift each other that DVD over and over and over. So it was just always fun. I saw that in the theater. I kind of feel bad for myself.
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's put it to a vote. Hold on a second. I put his comment away by accident. My bad. I wanted to make sure we get that out of the way. So at the end of the day, Mikey versus Pinhead. Who would you give it to? I'm going to give it to Mikey always.
Yeah, Michael Myers right here. Yep, agreed.
Michael Myers all the way. All right, next comment coming to the stage. Here we go. All right.
Pinhead doesn't have shit if he doesn't have the chains. He has no melee weapons. He has no magic powers. He has no, like, ass-kicking skills. He has no nunchucking skills. He has nothing. He just has pins in his head. So he can't do shit if you break through the chains.
It's true.
He can call on Satan or the Leviathan to come down, but they can't be bothered to do his little piddly shit. That's what he got hired for. If he can't do his job, he'll be replaced.
Makes sense to me. Now, okay, so now let's go to a mama's boy round. Billy Loomis, Ghostface versus Jason.
Okay, Sarah, you have to clarify which Jason.
All right.
She's
Part 2.
Jason Part 2.
Burlap bag Jason, okay.
Grab Jason.
Not
boy.
That's
not Jason Goes to Hell or Jason Goes to Space Jason, damn it.
Right, it's burlap bag. It's
burlap
I can't
bag.
Fuck you without this bag on your head, so put it on.
Just fucking Jason. Yes.
Just fucking Jason.
Just
right,
fucking
put that
Jason.
bag on.
This is hard because, like, I want to have sex with both of them.
Ooh. I have a clarifying question.
I have a clarifying. With the burlap sack bag on or off?
First, with the burlap sack
start with it on, and then in the middle of it, I would take it off, and then, like, right before we finish, I'd be like, maybe let's put this back on.
So you can't finish unless the bag is on his head. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, but it's like I was trying to, like, really emotionally connect with him, like, in the middle of it, and then I'm like, oh, but, like, I'm not gonna be mean about it. I'm gonna be like, here, sweetie, and I'm just gonna put it back down. So
like you're rubbing his face, like it's okay.
I love how.
Yeah, like I'm trying to be nice. You know, no one's probably done
be nice.
I love how not only is this a sex fantasy, but at least you're trying to be morally right.
Yeah, I like to be ethical with murderers that I have sex with.
Yeah, it was like I'm not shallow, but put the bag back on.
But Billy Loomis, oh gosh, you can
that burlap sack Jason was before all the supernatural Jason stuff. So
yes,
I think that's more of a good fit to fight Ghostface. It's too more.
Yeah, it's more grounded and more like. Yeah, it's more grounded. I feel like in this particular case, I feel like Billy Loomis Ghostface would work because isn't Jason, like, stupid, kind of?
It's not that he's stupid, but he's just like the Hulk. And so it doesn't matter what you do to him, he's not going to die. And it doesn't matter how far you run because eventually you get tired and he's just going to walk at his normal pace and catch you.
Yeah.
I feel like Billy Loomis got this because I feel like he's not, like, touched in the head in that way, in the way that he wouldn't be able to, like okay, first of all, he's faster. I feel like he's more calculated, but I mean, this particular Jason's kind of confusing for me because, like, if it's none of the supernatural shit, then he's just, like, a big old oaf, right?
I think this Jason
got
will
a good
have
comment to throw up on this.
All right.
Blind.
Let's see. Morally right. Jason had the mental capacity of a 6-year-old.
Thank you. I felt like I was about to be canceled.
Yeah. No, but anyway.
Like, oh no! What am
You're
I?
Like, no, don't cancel me, please.
So let's go back. Sorry, I accidentally shut the comment off for a second there. But let's go back to this. Now, here's an interesting thing. Here's an interesting thing I believe will be a huge deal breaker in this battle. Home field advantage. Is this at Camp Crystal Lake? Or
yeah. What's the location?
He says,
Sarah?
where is it?
It's in
It's
Woodsboro.
in Woodsboro?
No. She
Really?
said it's in fucking Woodsboro.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm tired, John.
I love it. Okay, so there you go, Astrea. It's in Woodsboro. Does that change your answer?
No.
Okay. See, I would give it to Billy in Woodsboro, but if we were at Camp Crystal Lake, I would give it to Jason because
if it's Camp Crystal Lake, then like that's where he's literally like
Okay, so let me paint this picture. Right, we're in Sydney's bedroom, and Billy Loomis is in there, and he's in the ghost face costume. He has his special like stainless steel knife that he always uses, and he's about to do it, and then all of a sudden, the door breaks down. And it's burlap bag Jason with his like old school like stump axe. Okay. Now, I don't see any weapon exchange of like melee combat happening. Here's what's going to happen. Because, hey, Sarah, because Jason can be stabbed, he can be killed and still come back. Any damage that Billy Loomis inflicts on him, he's just going to laugh it off, grab him by the head, and squeeze it until it pops.
That's good.
Okay, I think personally, so if we're in Sydney's room, all Billy has to do is do the door trick. You know how she we just confuse the fuck out of Jason, and Billy would win.
Oh, I can't get in. What do I do? You just break the door down. I'm not strong enough. What do you mean? You're fucking Jason.
So if anything, I would count that as a tie.
Yeah.
Really? So we're gonna go for a tie because of location. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
wash.
I can agree with that.
It's a wash.
It's a wash. They just cancel each other out.
They just cancel each other out. One's got.
Okay. So Astrea, where are you at with this?
I mean, like I said, it's hard. I feel like I'm gonna lean more towards Billy Loomis every time, just because like I'm that bitch who's like he's attractive. I don't know. I like crazy men. I don't know. And the burlap sack, like in the end, I would have to put it back on. So I'm gonna have to go with Billy Loomis here.
So
this is just about me fucking them at this point.
I love how. No, this isn't about you fucking them. This is about how lazy you are. You're like, in one scenario, I put a bag on their head. On the other scenario, I don't worry about the bag.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to feign emotional support. I don't.
I want to go back to Astrea fucking Billy Loomis real quick. Okay. So, are you talking about Skeet Ulrich then in 1999, or are you talking about Skeet Ulrich now in 2022? Look at the pictures. Google it.
I was gonna say he's
take a look.
Ways. He still looks damn good now. So
you think?
Yes.
I think his pinnacle was The Craft. That was his pinnacle.
As someone that suffered through like the first 3 seasons of Riverdale, he looks good.
I mean, it's fine. There's no difference really.
25 years, no difference. The man is in a vacuum chamber.
I remember, he barely aged. I mean, it's weird because like you'd think he'd be doing way more cocaine and look like shit.
Oh yeah.
So I just like, okay, every time I think of Jason, I have to say this. So the first time I watched Jason Goes to Hell, I had just made like a bunch of like tacos and I covered them in sauce and like cut them up. And I walk back up to watch the movie with this taco mush that I made. and that was when they just shot him into a bunch of taco meat. Like they just
look behind you.
Look behind you. Look behind you. Look behind you.
Look behind you.
Look behind you.
You missed Skeet.
Your dude was on there.
Okay. Hey, he's on my phone. He's my background screen now. I'm just kidding. My background screen is actually Henry Cavill as Superman when he's shooting his laser eyes because I think it's really hot because I have issues.
That's when he cut off Steppenwolf's horn, right?
What?
Well, that's when he cut off Steppenwolf's horn with his laser eye, right?
It's just pretty much what this face looks like. He would choke me really good during sex. And every movie when he did the laser eyes, he made this face. I'm just trying to give you guys a background on why I want to have sex with murderers.
But it sounds like you want to have like the David Carradine sex where you might die from being strangled.
Oh, well, absolutely. I just want to get me out of here. Get me out of here already.
Just going out legendary. Got it. All right, so let's put a final vote here.
Okay.
All in favor of Loomis winning in Woodsboro, say aye.
Aye.
And Jason?
Fuck you, John.
It's okay.
I got to give it up to Jason. Look, I can't get the mental image out of my head. Loomis is going to go like this in his gut, and Jason's just going to go thunderclap, and it's over.
Thunderclap.
I mean, I can see that, but next topic.
Okay, next topic.
Hey, Shep had a good one, which was the Barbadoc versus the Sinister guy, which is what the hell was the Sinister guy's name again? I forget. Bagul.
Hold on a second.
It's Bagul. And Babadook.
I'm trying to look for it. He had like a bunch of.
You got to put it on the screen for me, like.
We will.
Okay.
There it is.
The Babadook and versus
the guy from yeah.
Astrea, have you seen both those movies?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Babadook doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, but like
he makes bug noises.
He makes makes really scary books and gives them to you, and then you read them and get scared.
Yeah, but
I feel like the guy from Sinister Bagul. He
has
like a little army of like children,
like mutated undead
right?
children
like isn't that like
his bidding?
But I feel like Bagul could do like Jedi mind tricks on you and fuck you up. Babadook, you would get a jump scare from like a random ass noise. That's not gonna do much unless you have a heart condition.
I feel like also like Bagul would be able to like distract the Babadook with his like mini like ghost children. And also Bagul's kind of hot.
What the fuck?
Question. So okay, here we go. So we've seen Babadook, right? Or Babadook.
Babadook.
Put some respect on his name.
Okay, what the fuck is it? Babadook?
Babadook.
Babadook.
Okay, look, I swear I've seen this movie twice. I just don't know how to pronounce it. She's doing it. She's doing the sound. So you remember at the end when they capture it and they realize that he ain't shit and doesn't do anything, and they just chain him up and feed him worms every day? So look, Sinister guy comes to their house and starts bewitching the little boy, right? And then so now he's bewitched and he's going to make his high 8 video of him murdering his mom. How does the kid murder the mom in the contextual way that the kids creepily murdered their families in the first Sinister film?
So if you want to go with situations in the Babadook, they would be in the car. He would kick the seat enough that would cause an accident and the mom dies. I mean, that kid's a little shit. He's not capable of much.
That just seems so anticlimactic. Especially
at the end of the day, isn't this just like the mentally ill mom versus the guy from Sinister? Like,
well, I mean, that's and I think that's the overall theme of the Babadook, if that's how it's pronounced. Babadook. is that it is a family.
Thank you. It's the kid. Okay, a mentally ill child versus a child molester. Who do you really think's gonna win, Michael?
Look, his mom is mentally ill too. Both of them have mental health issues. They are not getting any type of assistance or therapy, and so they're just pulling each other into the delusion world, right? And so then, Sinister Guy shows up, and I really want him to fucking kill this family better than the kid kicking the seat. I mean, look, in Sinister, we had a guy's head get run over with a lawnmower. We had a whole family hung from a tree. That was
such a good movie.
We burned a family alive. We slashed families' throats. We drowned families. And Sarah, the best you come up with is kicking a seat in a car?
I'm going with what is in the Babadook, okay? It's a very anticlimactic movie.
It is.
But it's kind of boring. Like
this might be the first time you two ever agreed about any horror movie.
Hey, Sarah and I agree on many things, okay,
we
sir?
agreed on Chainsaw.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so let's put it to vote. Who says the Sinister Guy wins this fight hands down?
Oh, yeah.
All right. There we go.
Unanimous.
Babadook is going down. All right. So let's go.
I'm mispronouncing his name. Oh my God.
Babadook?
Yeah. There, you said it right that time. I swear to God. You put respect on
Babadook. Babs from now on. What's up, Babs?
Don't disrespect Daddy Duck.
Hey, John. Wow. Good job spoiling the rest of Babadook for Jesse. He never finished it.
Okay, that movie is like 8 years old. If
no, it's fine. I'm never going to watch the rest of it. Don't worry about it. All right,
it has the worst ending like ever that you're just like, why did I waste 2 hours for this?
I remember when I watched it, I was like on several hits of acid. So like in my head, I was like, this is the creepiest movie ever. What?
I bet that was fun. Did you think you were at the house with the family living with them?
No, I'm not stupid.
I mean, you were on acid. I didn't know if you had like an out-of-body experience or.
I'm extremely high functioning on acid. Honestly, I was probably doing like
500
other things. I'm fully invested in this movie.
She was like, I'm really high functioning on acid.
So if you ever see,
I am though. I always end up being like. I always end up being that person that's on like 10 heads, and then like one person's on one, and I'm like, "Do you need help to the bathroom, you little baby, you sweet baby?" And
my God!
And then I sit them down, and like Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm like, "We're gonna watch Babadook. We're gonna watch this movie, and then you can go home,
and then you're gonna leave, but not till we watch this."
God.
All right. So, would you like to go to the comment section, or do you want to go with a pre-planned fight?
We're gonna go with Tom Cook. Tom Cook recommended The Lost Boys versus The Children of the Corn. Ooh. And this is the Lost Boys from the film Lost Boys. This is not the fucking Peter Pan Lost Boys with Rufio and all that shit.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Right now, I'm looking for that comment right now.
It's kind of like in the middle.
Actually, I don't know. We're going to have to really debate this one.
It's right on top of Sarah's Leatherface killing on the bus comment.
Okay. That's way the hell up here then.
I was wrong. It's not in the middle. Don't listen to me.
All right. No, you're good.
I'm bad. I like how you have a horror compilation behind you, and now it's the fucking bear from the third Toy Story movie.
What the fuck?
Dude, that guy was a fucking asshole.
He keeps throwing.
He was an asshole. He almost killed everybody because he was selfish.
Okay.
I'm surprised. It keeps like throwing like Nerd of the Rings like breakdowns of Lord of the Rings to me for some reason, and I don't know what the fuck this is, but.
All right, so Lost Boys versus Children of the Corn.
There we
go.
We're
talking about the vampires, not the kids from Peter Pan. So
Lost Boys.
Please remind me, like, what the fuck do the Children of the Corn do? I don't remember.
They worship those who he who walks behind the corn rows. I love it. And so basically what they did was they just mass genocided all the adults in the town. So I guess adulticide, and they took over the town. Thank you. They took over the town, and I guess if you're an adult who goes through there, they'll kill you. But basically, they worship corn. They use corn for everything that they do. They live out there, and I guess isn't there a rule like if you come of age, they just have to kill you because that's just It's like a Logan's Run kind of deal. Like as soon as you're 18, they kill you.
Yeah. I think it's
There's
like
an age.
You're 18, you're done.
Yeah, but essentially.
But they're going to get old and become 18 and over, so they're just going to have to all end up killing themselves.
And then, but who's the guy who runs it? All I know is the redheaded guy, Malachi.
Well, that's the guy who's trying to get power. The other creepy kid is the one in power, and he's trying to fuck him over. It's basically Battlefield Earth just with a religious cult and children.
But don't they have powers? Didn't they do something like
They have no powers.
No powers.
They're just little shits.
Well, then fuck them kids.
Right, fuck them kids. Exactly. We could go in there and kick all those kids' asses. I don't understand.
Okay, so what you're asking, Tom, is would a bunch of fucking vampires not just destroy a bunch of fucking dumb little kids in a
just
cornfield?
slaughter all of those kids, man.
Wait, do the Lost Boys react to crucifixes like any other vampires?
Dude, I've seen Lost Boys a million times, and I can't answer that question.
I don't think they do.
That would give them the edge.
I don't think they do. Not in Lost Boys.
That would give them the edge, though.
That would.
It would. It absolutely would. But, so I'm thinking Children of the Corn, and other than when they tried to crucify poor Linda Hamilton at the end, there's not a lot of crosses in there, though, is there?
It would be pretty sweet if instead of garlic, vampires had an aversion to corn. Just for this specific.
There you go.
Well, I mean, you can't process it; you just shit it out, so it makes sense.
So let's look at let's back it up real fast.
Whoa, what are we backing up? I thought we were knee deep in the conversation.
No, we are knee deep in the conversation. There was some supernatural elements to Children of the Corn.
I thought they did something with their eyes, or like they had some like telekinesis or something. I don't know what movie I was watching.
Creepy fucking kids.
They're creepy kids, but like, remember what Malachi?
Oh, hold on, pause. Astrea, are you thinking of Village of the Damned?
Probably.
That's probably what you're thinking of.
Like the eyes like light up, and it's like
where they have like red eyes and blonde hair. And
yes,
all,
that's
like,
what I'm
creepy.
thinking of. Okay, sorry everybody.
Yeah, no, it's okay. They're very similar. They're very similar.
Yeah.
This was just a Stephen King Coke Face book where there was no supernatural elements.
Interesting.
It was just what if kids do this?
No,
now I've literally gone over 30 years thinking that these movies were the same. Wow.
Yeah. No, there is a supernatural element because the little cult leader at the end, he gets killed by he who walks behind the cornrows when he gets crucified.
I thought that was just a metaphor for God, to be honest.
Oh.
But what if there's a giant corn demon that lives in there
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Stephen King at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
And again, this was the coked out Stephen King.
Exactly.
So, like, we all understand.
Yes.
Lot of cocaine. Piles of it.
Just
that's why he looks like he's from Whoville now. I get it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. He did so much coke that he had holes in his nose.
Oh man.
I'm just picturing him with like a typewriter, just like going at it.
Now he wrote books, man. I did last night.
That makes me really happy.
Look at the trailer to the movie he directed. He directed one of his own books called Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, Maximum Overdrive, dude.
Yeah.
Just the title alone says cocaine. Like
the trailer is just him talking to the camera.
I mean,
it's the greatest trailer ever. He's just like, I'm gonna scare the shit out of you.
I remember that. Oh my god.
Coked out.
This looks ridiculous.
Watch the trailer and you will laugh hysterically. It is so funny. Okay, so back to the coke phase.
Yeah.
Over the court.
Back to the coke phase. So here's the thing. These kids are just fucking kids, man. And here's the thing. They kill anybody who's over 18. Well, all these fucking badass kids are going to be 18 at some point. So they're just going to start slaughtering through each other. It'll be just like their little, genocide. But Lost Boys come in and just mop up, dude. Like, there's no contest. Lost Boys would plow through that Children of the Cornfield, 2 minutes? 3 minutes tops. I mean, they plowed through that whole town in 2 hours? Like, I mean, come on.
And also, I mean, like, even though the kids are running their own, like, town or whatever, they're still stupid kids.
They are, because they're in a fucking cult, and they're crazy.
And, like, can't the Lost Boys fly?
Yes.
Yes,
Lost Boys vampires can fly, and they can throw their voice, and they can make illusions happen. So these kids are fucking dead. It's going to be like Anakin Skywalker all over again.
There's one caveat to all this, though. There's one thing we've all overlooked. What if one of these kids successfully kills the root vampire? The one
that will never happen. That old motherfucker's too busy at the house trying to get his dick laid. Like that's not going to happen. He's not going to be there.
That's true. That's
his
true.
dick laid.
I was going to say two different sentences.
I know, but I just
one.
couldn't let it go. I had to keep going.
I have this weird image of a dick getting tucked into bed right now. I don't know
why.
I meant to say dick getting wet.
That's what I did. The burlap sack, Jason. I had a little one for his dick. Afterwards,
see, we brought it full circle. Look at that.
Tuck the blanket under the girth. Under the girth. Just tuck the blanket in. So
under the girth, dude. Oh my god.
What's wrong? Under the girth is my horror porn movie.
I was about to say that is so a porno title. Like we need to make this movie.
It's like my take on Under the Skin, and I'm Scarlett Johansson.
Under the girth. Oh my god.
And then we make this movie, and then the fucking money just rolls in. All right?
The fucking money just rolls in, man. It just rolls in. We're just printing money. Printing money.
It's out of control at that point. All right. So,
oh god, Under the Girth, holy shit!
Let's put it into a vote. All in favor of Lost Boys winning, say aye. Aye. All right, Lost Boys unanimously wins. All right, let's go to the comments section. John Astrea wasn't sure if there's anything you guys wanted to bring up as a fight, or if you saw a comment that caught your eye.
Yeah, actually, I do want to propose a fight, and it's a good one. Yes. We have not talked about any alien horror films yet. We've just been kind of terrestrial on Earth here. So
okay.
I am going to propose a battle between the xenomorph alien and the alien from Independence Day.
Ooh. Okay, let me put this up real fast. Alien.
They both have advanced technology.
Right? I need a damn whiteboard for this one. Shit.
Oh, it would be like one of those Charlie crazy whiteboards. You need a cigarette and a bunch of string and shit hung up everywhere. Like, okay, we're over here now.
Ridley. All right, I'm just gonna put Ridley Scott's Alien versus.
You forgot the S.
Oh yeah, Jesse, what are you doing?
He's trying to type.
Look at this.
He's not that good with letters.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, you could have said xenomorph alien because Alien's been directed by others than Ridley Scott, but we won't get too technical.
Okay.
Okay. Do you expect him to know how to spell xenomorph?
I don't. You're right, Sarah. You're right. I don't.
That's how well she knows me. She knows exactly why I wrote it like that. She's absolutely right. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so for the sake of the matter, any alien after the Ridley Scott movie. Okay, so any xenomorph. All right, so.
Whoa, no, because then we get into depending on who the host is, the xenomorph changes. Okay. So we're just sticking to the humanoid host.
Okay, we'll stick to that.
Because then we get into like the bull alien, the bad alien, it gets crazy. So we're just going to do humanoid xenomorph versus Independence Day.
Sounds good.
So they both have technology that they use to their advantage that is better than ours. They both have like kind of that primal ability to like fight with or without that technology. They both have a deep-rooted will to survive. So how do you begin to break down who wins? Well, Michael actually has a great comment here because we have the acid for blood in the xenomorph. So if the Independence Day aliens come and they shoot them, they stab them, whatever, now you have acid. And the question is does that acid break through the shield technology that the Independence Day aliens have?
I'm going to...
It's organic versus technology, so it's a very difficult thing to battle here.
Now, here's my question. Can, at any point during Independence Day, did any human go through the shield? Like,
no.
as like... What?
They had to do the virus to eliminate the shield to
so
be able
in that
to
case, because the acid is biologic, I would give it to the Independence Day aliens for having a stronger shield.
Because none of our weapons, so projectile weapons, nuclear weapons, nothing got through the shield. But that's all like combustion, explosive,
Yes.
right? Like engineered type stuff, right? So
Yeah.
it's what happens when it's like bio-generated acid. Is that also repelled by the shield, or does it break through the shield?
I'm going to say it repels, because if I, as a human being who's biological, and again I'm making a huge leaping assumption that my body is equal to the acid blood being just
This
biological.
whole conversation is a leap in everything. So
I would say if I can't, if a biologic material like me can't get through, I don't think the acid will get through. Because
okay, that's smart. Astrea, where are you at?
I feel like the aliens from Independence Day would be like miles ahead of the xenomorphs, like technologically, just like intellectually. I feel like the xenomorphs, aren't they like more like, I mean, my arguments keep going to who's stupider. Like, I feel like they'd be stupider.
Yeah. They're more like an infestation. I agree with you.
Yeah, they're more like parasitic, and then the other ones are like not.
There you go, because they didn't create their technology; they just steal it from other people.
I don't. Which one has? I don't know. Aren't they both? The Independence Day alien, because I'm gonna go with the one that's gonna have more stuff, that I can marry and take through the divorce later.
Are you answering this comment?
Yeah, sorry. No context whatsoever. I just read it.
Oh, okay. Start over. Now that we know you're responding to this comment.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
So
I was like,
I literally answered it as if you guys asked me. I just looked down and I'm like, that blue comment. Oh, I wasn't.
Okay, so Shep asked, so which alien do you bang? The Xenomorph or the Independence Day?
Like a good gold digger, I know to go for the one that has more stuff. And I feel like the Xenomorphs don't have stuff.
Fair.
I agree, and here's my logic. We've all seen the movie Teeth, right? So I'm not putting my dick in the Xenomorph, because I feel like if there's anything that's going to go wrong there, it's going to be in the Xenomorph.
Yeah, I can that. I mean, if you have acid for blood.
Yeah, like the Independence Day aliens are like way advanced and way super intelligent. I think they're safer to fuck than the Xenomorphs are.
Yeah, I would go with that. Yeah, so I would. But one of the things that was so funny is before we saw the comment, we were still talking about who would beat who. So
I know, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah.
I was thinking Astrea was like getting very psychological.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
All right, if I were to bang one of them, I don't think the Independence Day one would be able to focus like the regular alien would. And therefore,
I do also like how out of like all the horror characters that I said I would bang, this is the first one where self-preservation actually comes to mind. I'm like, I want their stuff. Whereas the other ones, I'm like, just kill me.
That's true. I want their shit.
That's a good point. All right, so we're running low on time. I want to try to get
last one. Astrea, you pick one. You're the guest.
Okay, so I was trying to think of like, you might have to help me like think of another person to go against this person.
Okay. Well,
my brain was saying the nun could go against. Like, I mean, is this a good matchup? But no, I want Jennifer Check from Jennifer's Body versus somebody I can't pick. Because when I first had that idea, I was gonna put, I want a Ghostface versus Jennifer Check.
Oh man, how about
got it. So Jennifer's Body versus the chicks from Ginger Snaps.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that one's good.
There you go. You guys fight that one out.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Jennifer's Body.
Wait,
why?
For Ginger Snaps, are we saying Ginger or the older sister or the younger sister?
We're gonna go.
Ashley, I thought you said gender snaps, and I was like, listen, that's my second horror movie porn. Okay.
wait, did we just invent a new word? Gender snaps? I think we did.
Okay.
Well, I'm trademarking that. So.
When are we correcting this? When are we making it? When does the fucking money roll in?
I don't know. I'm real lazy.
I
mean, I'm just gonna have to get a lot of cocaine and get a typewriter and just get on this, you know.
So Ginger Snaps is about like Canadians turning into werewolves, but like not cool werewolves, like Canadian werewolves, which are really lame. And then we have like that. And then we have Jennifer's Body, which has what's her face, Megan Fox, who I'm not convinced is a real living, breathing person, but. Anyway.
I feel like, like the Ginger Snaps, I mean, they're werewolves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they only snap?
But they're Canadian werewolves.
In the moonlight, because that's a big one here. Because every time Jennifer eats somebody, doesn't she get stronger? Whereas the werewolves are going to be not werewolves for a small amount of time, for like a month.
Okay. Right? So it would depend on when they fought, right?
But
if Jennifer can make it like to morning. Like in those, like, I don't know. Well, listen, like full moons, I mean, are you still kind of technically half a werewolf when it's like freshly waxing, like, or
so let's take
like how many days do you have to be a fucking werewolf?
Yeah. So let's take a leap in logic and let's just say they're both at their best.
Okay.
So I would say with the way the one lady in Ginger Snaps gets like fucking unhinged.
It's such a bad movie.
It is. It's a horrible movie. But the way she gets fucking unhinged, I feel like she would eviscerate Megan Fox.
You think?
Well, and also Megan Fox is like less likely to get that unhinged because doesn't she just specifically like go for boys usually?
Yeah.
So like she would be less like in her real element fighting some bitches because like she's just like thinking about like chewing a dick off a guy. So
yeah.
Well, in the end, near the end of Jennifer's Body, doesn't she allude to bisexuality? Like she's like, I don't care.
Or at least there's a like you can infer that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can infer it, but we didn't see it on screen.
So let me retract that statement. I'm going off of Diablo Cody's comment, who was the screenwriter for that. So let me retract back. So we stay what was in the movie versus what was inferred.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what about this though? So okay, Jennifer's Body, she pulls an 11th hour juke move and uses her magic powers to bring about her secret weapon, which is Machine Gun Kelly. So now he's brought into the mix.
She got Slender Man.
It's a tag team.
She got Slender Man on her side.
What the fuck is Machine Gun Kelly gonna do? Is he going to stand there and whine?
He is going to make them want to kill themselves.
The man switched genres because he couldn't handle an Eminem diss. You want him to go up against a fucking werewolf?
I know. So she throws Machine Gun Kelly at them to distract them.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So he's just used as a pawn to buy her more time. She can eat a couple other dudes and puff up a little bit more.
Their entire relationship has led up to this moment. It's never been real.
That makes sense.
They're just leading up to the battle with the Ginger Snaps.
If she eats MGK, I think she would actually lose. I think she'll lose.
Okay, but what if you just did a bunch of cocaine?
And a bunch of cocaine.
I can't.
Yeah.
Use a typewriter at Ginger Snaps. Typewriter crushes the head, but then there's also multiple Ginger Snaps bitches, right? I don't fucking like.
There's only two.
There's only two. Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, we're just the two. Just the two.
I feel like the outcome is likely going to be she kills one of them, but at the end, right before the moon wanes or whatever the fuck, she gonna get hers. She gonna get decapitated, and Jennifer Check gonna be dead.
Oh yeah.
I like that. So you say in the end, Ginger Snaps win.
Like right at the end, right at the home stretch, Ginger snapped her head off.
I can agree with that. I like that ending.
I'm going to stick to. So for my final answer, I'm going to stick with Jennifer. Jennifer, check.
Jesse, what?
Jesse's like, I'm gonna take.
Oh my! You've got 3 people here looking at you.
I have.
You watch it.
I watched it when I wasn't supposed to be watching it.
I've been wanting to watch it again for like months.
Wait. Well, hold on. That sounds like he was watching like a porno or something.
I was just gonna say,
like, well, I wasn't supposed to watch it, but I did when you were at the grocery store.
Also, Tom Under the Girth would win. My characters from Under the Girth would win.
It's so good. Put it up.
Wait, where is it?
Tom's last comment.
Where is it?
My thing is,
yeah,
the gender snaps. I'm thinking they're gonna be like tranny werewolves, and they're too high maintenance.
Dude,
Under the Girth. Now she's a bad bitch. She just be eating people, and like she's gonna be sneaky and kill the gender snaps tranny werewolves really quickly. So that's my answer to that.
So I gotta tell you, I know we're out of time. I love the idea of the tranny werewolves. I'm here for that. But I do have a follow-up. I have a follow-up werewolf question. How was that awkward? I was agreeing with you.
I said that's R word.
Oh, R word. I thought you said awkward.
I got confused. For a second, I thought you said R word as in like the letter R.
I know. This is
wait, what?
What a lovely way to end this.
Now
Go on, John.
Oh yeah, okay. So I just have to know, staying out this werewolf thing, okay? So we still have the ginger snaps. Let's remove Jennifer's body, and let's add on Anna Paquin's werewolf crew from Trick or Treat. Now who wins? Do they tear the shit out of ginger snaps, or do ginger snaps with the Canadian werewolves beat Canadian Anna Paquin?
I feel like just because of the little pumpkin head boy in Trick or Treat, the little guy, that little cute guy, I'm gonna go with Anna Paquin's hot threesome werewolves destroying the 2 gender snaps.
I will tell you, the first time my brother and I watched Trick or Treat, we did not see that coming, and we're like, "Oh my god, what is that?"
Yeah, I didn't either.
Good twist.
That was great. I love Trick or Treat. We've talked about it before. So with the Trick or Treat werewolves completely dominate the ginger snap werewolves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with that. I can agree with that. Well, all right. Any final words before we wrap up?
I have one final thing.
What?
Oh.
Okay. It is October 12th. And you're just now letting me on the fucking Halloween podcast. I'm very offended with both of you.
Whoa. Hold on.
It's actually it's
Don't
me.
be pointing at me. You pointed at your husband.
I wanted to be on last week, and this motherfucker was like, John and I need to work on our chemistry. We get better views.
I've said that.
What were you just doing, Astrea?
I was like, me and John, we
We
have to work on our chemistry.
Wait, why'd you use 2 hands separately?
Right, you confused me with what you were doing there.
Honestly, I suspect that you guys have a secret boyfriend.
That's
well,
fair.
I mean, I fork, so I guess you could,
Yeah, you fork. Yeah, I mean, I guess that you get one. But anyways, you'll be on the next show where we talk about Halloween.
And Sarah will be on that show because we're going to talk about how bad Halloween Ends is.
Shut your mouth. All right.
Okay.
Hey, you want to know the best part of Halloween Ends?
What is it?
And it was over.
Ooh my God! You do boy. It's literally overtime. You're gonna start this now. All right. Well, we gotta put it on
the other ones have been so bad.
What?
The last one was so bad.
I loved it.
It was terrible.
I don't care. I love it.
The only thing that I liked about the last one was knowing that Kyle Richards, who is Paris Hilton's aunt, who played the little girl in the first one, made the cameo. She was the one with the fringe bangs. When she fell in that scene, she broke her nose, and so I went. With that knowledge, that was the only time I fucking enjoyed myself watching that movie.
But did you like the chick that brought the iron to the gang fight?
I love that lady.
And it was like a Black and Decker.
I forgot about that.
Iron.
I forgot about the end because I do love when there's a good lynching happening. I always love a good lynching.
Like it wasn't like no like shark like fancy iron from like Meyer in 2022. This was like Black and Decker 1979 like staple
in the
iron
garage
in
long
every
time.
Gen Xer's house.
Yeah. I
forgot about that scene. So
I loved it. I won't apologize.
I will not have an opinion on Halloween Kills until I see Halloween Ends, because my instinct was not to like it, but I feel like somehow it's gonna connect, and then I'm gonna like
come back full circle, and you're gonna
yeah.
Maybe it was all a dream, and Lori just wakes up in her house like, I love my life.
Okay, will you stop?
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and blowing up the comments section.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Give it up for Shep, Michael, my wife. Tom,
my wife.
My wife. Looks like those are the three main guys that comment. Thank you all so much. And a big hand to Astrea for doing this with us. Always. Now, remind Astrea, you're on the roast, aren't you?
On the 22nd, yes.
Yes.
I am going to be Reagan from The Exorcist because nobody can do batshit insane like me, I guess. Because the last time I was in one, I was Harley Quinn. So I'm looking forward to just really heavily leaning into my mental illness.
Here's the thing. I literally saw you were Reagan, and part of me was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like that was
right when he asked me to do it, I was like, yeah, I could. He's like, unless you want to do somebody else, unless you have a good idea or a better idea. And I was like, no, that one's spot on. I'll do that.
It's all this typecasting. But anyways, yeah, well, that will be in Newark. Check it out. We'll put some information on the At the Grown-Ups Table page for that. You'll be able to see me and Astrea go head-to-head with other horror movie icons. I'll be the Wolfman, so it'll be a lot of fun.
That's fitting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And also, as an announcement, as of last night, we got the last episode of At the Grown-Ups Table on Roku TV.
Roku, baby.
And
we're on Roku.
Episode will be on Roku on Monday. But you can rewatch this episode tomorrow on YouTube Thursday. But so anyways, check that out. A lot of good stuff coming your way. But until next time, I'm Jesse.
And I'm John.
And you've been
seeing
the
Bollywood movie playing behind me now.
You fucked up our outro, but it's cool.
All right. Wow. Happy Halloween, everybody. Take care.
We'll be back next week with Halloween talk.
Under the girth. All right. Under the